I get asked to react to pieces of content I made when I was within multi-level marketing, when I was fully brainwashed. And it's really uncomfortable for me to do it. I've only done it a few times, and I thought I'm ready to tackle this right now. So I'm going to show you one video. It looks particularly cringe. I haven't watched it in its entirety, so this is going to be kind of like a blind reaction. So this is going to be Julie in July 2020 versus Julie 2023. It's going to be when I was within the group Rank Makers, and you're not even going to believe the title of this. How Rank Makers Made Me Postured. If you're unfamiliar with who I am or my story, this is the first time coming across my content. I was part of 2 destructive commercial cults, Mon8 and the group Rank Makers. And I'm one of the whistleblowers of Rank Makers. You get additional multi-level marketing coaching because clearly you need coaching because you have a poor mindset and you're self-sabotaging yourself and have so many limiting beliefs that can only be overcome by spending, say, $800 US a month on special 100K inner circle coaching. And if you follow our steps and do all these activities and participate in these trainings and for sure get to these events, you will reach the top of your compensation plan. You have to do live videos every day too. So the definition of posture, according to Ray Higdon, is the belief in what you have regardless of external acceptance or approval. No, that's not actually the real definition of posture, but cults redefine words all the time. This is one of the things they do. And here is my take on it. And here we go. I don't know how I'm going to get through this. Oh my God.
Hi, my name is Julie Anderson. Thank you for being here. This is about how Rank Makers made me postured. So Rank Makers is a group run by the Higdon Group, Ray and Jessica Higdon. And this is, I don't know if you've heard this definition of being postured before. Nope. I had never heard.
Nobody has heard of it because it doesn't exist. Julie, run. Julie, you're a year and a half out of leaving multi-level marketing. I still have that top. I got that off Instagram. It's like a swimsuit top. It's so cute with the cats.
Heard this until I joined this group. And this is super powerful for any aspect in your life, but particularly network marketing. It's so good. So being postured, according to Ray, is
this is what we were taught. You know, it just takes a few people to start pulling back the curtain to see the shit that we were taught. So look at this. Being postured, according to Ray, maybe you've been following my content and you haven't believed. Like, you're like, okay, this is kind of weird. You're going to start seeing this now. This was me, full form, 2020.
Is the belief in what you have without the need for external acceptance or approval. I'm going to say it again because it's so good. If you've never heard this before.
Oh my God, this is so awful. I can't handle it. Oh, stop it, Julie, stop it.
Or it might really land with you like as it did with me. So it is about the belief in what you have without the need for external acceptance or approval. Now with network marketing, especially when you're new, and a lot of people, well, I mean, everybody starts off new, right? But most people don't have, these big business backgrounds. They don't have a clue. And immediately that comes rushing up to the forefront is all our feelings of inadequacy, self-worth, all these kinds of things, right? And it's really easy to say just like, oh, well, you just got to believe in yourself, right? But it's so much more than that. You really got to dig in and root, right? So this is...
Holy fuck. You can see how brainwashed I am.
This is what's really helped me, and I think it will really help you too. So this
has really helped me, and I think it'll really help you too. Oh fuck, I was so in. This is why I can't do an intro. Hi, my name is Julie Anderson. Like, I did this for 3.5 years straight. And not just one a day. I was doing multiple videos a day in various groups. This was my personal Facebook. Oh my God. But I had like the team group, the customer group, the business page. Oh.
This was in one of the trainings and it's so good. So he was saying you're already postured about certain things in your life.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I wonder if I say the electricity story.
So he gave these 2 examples of your kids. So if someone came up to you, say you have kids. If you don't have kids, there'll be another example for you.
We've all heard the story of the kids, but here you go.
They're like, oh, your kid is really cute, but oh, their hair, not so much. It's sort of really gross, right? Or if they insulted your kids, you would want to smack them in the face. You wouldn't be like, oh, you're probably right.
I can't take it. Oh my God, video is only 6:45. Oh my God.
Like you're actually right. Like you would never say that. So that was just giving you an example, like empowering you that you already are posh.
You know what? I just had an idea. I'm gonna pause this. All right, that's better, don't you think?
About certain things in your life. And the second example is about electricity. He uses this example
like
if somebody says to you,
no way! I actually use electricity. Yes! I can't even believe it. This is so awesome. Oh my God, you're gonna hear it. You've heard me talking about it, but you're gonna see me talking about it in 2020, the electricity story. Oh my God.
It's like I just watched this show and actually electricity doesn't even exist. It's a myth. It's not real. And then you would respond like, you're crazy because it does exist. So it's something like so preposterous that you're postured around it without even thinking. It doesn't mean that you have this big, oh yeah, I don't care what anybody says.
Oh my fucking God, look at that. Oh my God. I can't even believe this. Oh my God, I'm so sorry if you're watching this. And you're like, what happened to you, Julie? I'm back. Look at, oh my God. Oh my God, I can't believe this.
It's not that. It's like this quiet inner, just like, well, no, of course electricity exists, right? It's like, no, of course I love my kids. It doesn't need to be you climb on the soapbox and you yell it out from the rooftops, right? The second part.
Electricity exists. My network marketing business isn't a pyramid scheme, you haters.
Was the sheer volume of doing posting on social media and having conversations with people. It does help. There's no, for me anyway, and I think, for you too, is that
my hair is much better now after Mon 8. Look at that. It's way healthier. Julie, run. Get out while you can.
Just you do anything long enough, you do get actually better at it, right? I know, so for me, I was always really scared. I should actually back up. I was always really scared of posting and getting negative comments. That really scared me. I would still show up and I would still do it, but it really was like a punch to the guts. And I'd be breathing and I'd be like, and it really affected.
This is how we feel in multi-level marketing. So I'm glad I'm talking about this, because so when you comment, when a friend comments on your content, like this is a pyramid scheme, it can feel that pronounced when you're in multi-level marketing, because you are in a cult. It is like feeling life or death. I remember feeling that. I was like, it's like you're under attack. It's a fear that is not like, you're like, oh, well, you're on the internet, you got to be prepared for trolls. That's reality. But then there's the cult reality, the destructive cult reality. It does not feel that way. The same rules don't apply when you're in a destructive cult. Any kind of negative comment, which doesn't actually mean it's negative, it could just be somebody pointing out a contradiction. You take it like this. So this is really interesting to hear myself explain this.
Affect me, right? And people around me, they're like, oh, I don't care, it's okay, like you just got to believe. And I'm like, I want to, but I would be lying if I said it didn't affect me. And I would like to get to that place, but I'm like, how do I get to that place, right?
You need to get the fuck off. You need to get out of multi-level marketing.
That's why I'm sharing this with you, is because these three things have really helped me. So the first one is to recall and pull on that you're already postured about certain things. Second thing is
I can't even believe I said pull on. How fucking weird.
Your volume of dealing with that kind of thing, because then it really does minimize it. It's like when you first jump in a cold lake, it's like, oh, it's so bad, but then it's like, it's not a big deal anymore, right? And the more that you deal with it, it actually isn't a big deal. It really truly becomes not a big deal. And because it's happened with me. And the third thing is belief. And I know I kept this at the end because this really landed with me.
Like, I type these notes up. This is one video. This is just my daily live video. Sometimes I would put quite a bit of work into each video. I would print this off and then I would have a binder and I saved this content so I could repurpose it. I would make emails. I would send this information out. I would take paragraphs of it and make little pic collage or Canva things. Like, this is just one day. This doesn't count me prospecting 200 people a day, following up with 40 people a day. It doesn't count any of this other shit. This stuff takes over your life. This is just wild to me.
Today, and I guess this past week, it's really landed with me because I was always still like, especially like with network marketing, a lot of us, especially in rank makers, we don't post our company name and stuff on our,
because we're better. We're a special breed, don't you know? Us in rank makers.
personal profiles, right? Because what people do is they'll go to eBay, they'll go to Google, they'll go to Amazon, and they'll just find it there and you'll never have a clue. Like, the whole point is to create conversations with people, right?
The whole point is to deceive them and discourage them from doing their own independent research. But you can see I believe this. I'm so excited. And I'm like, I take notes. I'm like going to share what I've learned because I really think I'm helping people.
So intermixed with that, there's this, there's like, there can be like stigma. There can be people, it's like, oh, I've tried that and it's just crap. Like, there's that stuff, right?
Because that's what people say. That's how we hear people when they're like, I've tried this multi-level marketing, never again. And you mock them. Oh, I tried this. There's something wrong with them. This is how we behave. This is what we believe. I really believed this. It's not an act. I'm not lying. I'm not going out of my way to convince myself. I really believe in everything I'm saying in this video.
And I've always would still sort of like shrink back a little bit, just even internally. And it's been really like this past week where all of a sudden this belief is really coalesced inside. And
I still use weird words in weird ways. Maybe that's just who I am. I'm fucking weird. Like, maybe I'm just fucking weird.
I really realized it's like all the relationships that I have, the like important relationships now, all the people I've met, the lives I've done, the groups that I'm in, like the value that I'm giving that I know is good. None of this I wouldn't be doing this had it not been for network marketing. I wouldn't even be here doing this video for you right now if it wasn't for my business. And that's
no kidding. All the things I'm doing. That's all what my world was.
That's when I'm like, no, I am proud. Like, I am good. I have a belief. And it's easy to,
you have to have that belief. That's the only thing that keeps propelling you. And they work very hard at cultivating that belief.
Say, like, you just believe, but it's sort of like white knuckling it and you're like this, it's like that. But I find that I feel it's almost like when you give so much value, it makes you really do feel worthy enough to be postured.
Look at that. Jesus Christ. Look at my fucking face. Oh my God. You can see. I'm like, this is what is exploited with so many of us, is that you're not worthy. But then this is what cults do. You always have to feel like you need to prove yourself, that you have so much work to do because your mindset is so terrible. This is horrible to see this. I had been confident. I got into multi-level marketing and rank makers and they just fucking beat it out of you, figuratively speaking. Obviously, but I know there's going to be some asshole that comes across this and being like, you're a hater or whatever. And eventually one day you're going to wake up and maybe you'll start looking at videos of yourself too. Ugh.
I hope I'm explaining that right, because
God, I'm explaining it and I can see it in my face. It's so sad. This is just sad. Thousands of people did this. Thousands of people are still doing this. The way they're kept in is that they're less than. We might give you the impression that we're really confident, but underneath it all is that we're constantly being told that there's something wrong with us, and we believe it. We internalize it. What that means is it fucking gets right into your soul, into all of your body, all of your fucking cells. That's what it feels like. And so you're just vulnerable. Your vulnerabilities just get even more vulnerable. Your vulnerabilities have vulnerabilities. Your vulnerabilities start their own MLM inside you. And you're like, I just need to keep purchasing courses. I've got so much work to do. Oh, wow.
Because for me, it's been a big transformation. And I know I've got a long way to go, and I'm always going to be learning and improving, right?
Said like a good little cult member. There we go. I know I've got a long way to go. What did I have a long way to go about? Because you just have to keep purchasing coaching. You have to keep buying your multi-level marketing company products. Who has told you, Julie, in 2020, that you have a long way to go? What is so wrong with you? What is so wrong with you that you need to do so much work on yourself? This is so bad. This is the psychological abuse that people experience in multi-level marketing. One of many examples. You can't point it out where it's like there's bruises on your skin. Nobody held a gun to your head, that kind of thing. That's not what coercive control looks like. It's this. It's because they need to keep you still in, keep you around. So it's not about somebody obviously hurting you in such a big way that everybody could say, oh, yes, this is clearly wrong. No. It has to be giving you intermittent praise and attention and then taking it. It's strategic. That's how you start to, one of the ways you start to question reality, question yourself. Like, well, maybe it is just me. I have so much work to do. This is heartbreaking to hear myself say that. And I know so many of my friends believe this kind of thing too.
But I'm celebrating today because I'm like, woohoo! Like I feel.
See, there is parts of me that it's me. I want, you want to fit in. Like you want to find people who get you, right? And I've been told, oh, Julie, you're too much. And I'm like, well, fuck it. I want to find people who like me for who I am. So you'd see, like, I'm happy when I look back at some videos like this, where I'm like, this is who I am. Like, I like to fuck around, I like to laugh. It's like you have this cult identity, but you also, you're there all along, and it's funny because I'll see like flashes of me every once in a while, but still it's like the dead little 2-dot black eyes, like brainwashed in there too. Ugh.
Really good. So I'm going to give you, I'm just going to recap those 3 things for you again. Number 1, you're already postured about certain things. For example, your kids, if you have kids, and electricity.
You're already postured around electricity. You heard it from me.
The second thing is just the sheer volume of dealing with different people, either comments on your posts or conversations that you have. And the third thing is actual legitimate,
frantic, like manic energy. I just can't get it out enough. This has got to be part of being in a cult too, People have commented on it before. It's just so fucking weird for me to see this
belief. And I think it might help you if you look back at like actually what you're putting out there, that you're actually doing good things, and then accepting that you're like, I'm actually doing this is good, right? I hope that makes sense. Feel free to share this as well. And I am in network marketing, and if
I'm so proud.
You are serious about learning about a different way to make some extra money online, you might be interested in what I do. So just send me a message and ask me. I'll shoot you off some info, and there you go. So thank you again so much for watching, and feel free to share, and I will definitely see you tomorrow. And I love you and I appreciate you. Bye.
There it is. We got through it. Whew, that's enough for me. I don't think I'm going to be reacting to another video of mine anytime soon. Yeah.